All right, so how do you know that you're actually ready to move in Coastal Volusia County? Today I'm talking about New Smyrna Beach, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach Shores, Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, and Edgewater. Not ready to visit, not ready to someday, but actually ready to move and start your next chapter here. Because recently we've been working with a lot of retirees and pre-retirees making this move every single week, and I've noticed something pretty consistent. The people who thrive here answer yes to the same 6 questions. The ones who struggle, they skip 1 or 2 almost every time. So today I'm walking you through all 6 of those questions, and by the end you'll know if Coastal Volusia County is actually calling your name right now, or maybe you should wait. Hey there, if you're new to the channel, you want to learn everything there is to know about living in New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas, then you've come to the right place. My name is Matt Ecoff. I'm a local real estate expert. This is my beautiful wife, Rachel Ecoff. She is also a local real estate expert, and we're here to share everything from the best neighborhoods to the hottest spots around town. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. Now today, we're talking about the 6 questions that retirees ask to decide if they're ready to move to Coastal Volusia County, because we've been dealing with a lot of these recently. I mean, we've had several Zoom calls, we've had people actually come down and visit, people that were staying in their RV, kind of getting a feel of the area. So a lot of this has been coming up. So I started thinking about this, came up with these 6 questions that are super important, that I really think you need to be answering yes to at least 5 out of 6 of them to be ready to say that you're ready to retire here in Coastal.
So do you make 5 out of 6? That's the question.
Yeah, so do you make at least 5 out of 6? We're hoping for 6 out of 6. If it's 6 out of 6, you're ready to come down.
You are ready.
You're ready to come down here. So question number 1, and I think probably the most important question, is can you afford the coastal version of retirement? This is a big deal. So let's start with the numbers. Florida has no state income tax, which we talk about a lot, which is phenomenal. We have no tax on Social Security, which is amazing, and we have no tax on pensions. So those are big check marks for people. That's a big shift from people that are moving from California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey. Now here's the nuance. Coastal Volusia County isn't cheap Florida. This isn't a really cheap area to move to. So it's lifestyle Florida, not cheap Florida. And lifestyle is a big, big, big deal here. I mean, we hear us talking about this all the time. So, and median pricing changes dramatically. I mean, Ormond Beach is more traditional suburb in a coastal mix, probably on the higher side of cost. Daytona Beach Shores, high-rise oceanfront lifestyle, big time. We were just there showing some stuff to Matt and Ann this weekend. But we have Ponce Inlet, which is quieter, luxury coastal vibe, but a little bit slower. We have New Smyrna Beach, where we are, charm and beach town culture, big time. We had an art festival this weekend, a lot of stuff going on. Then you got Port Orange, which is strong value and healthcare proximity, also in addition to phenomenal schools. So it's a different mix. Oh, and then I don't want to forget Edgewater.
Please don't forget Edgewater.
Edgewater, because that is important to us too. Edgewater, which is more affordability and river access in a lot of locations, and some really unique places there on the water and in the flying community that they have.
So real quick, I'd say that we have all these really great coastal towns, but each of them have something different to offer, and you're really looking into, can you afford to live in one of these towns? And it all depends also on the affordability and what is your lifestyle. I think those two go hand in hand, and I think it's really important to look into that.
And you know what? I will tell you, it does not matter to us one way or another. We are here to be a resource for you guys and to help you buy real estate, make smart decisions. I mean, we were looking at condos this weekend that were around $400,000 to $500,000, and literally yesterday, today is Tuesday, so Monday, the day after we're looking at condos, we're talking to a couple that's looking at an $8 million home and another home that's 8,600 square feet. So like, we have these ranges.
We have a vast range of clientele, people who are looking to move to the beach, and everybody has a different need.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, the $400,000 condos that we're looking at in Daytona Beach Shores, I mean, there was a 1,700 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath on the ocean with great ocean views on the 4th floor for $410,000, came fully furnished.
And it had a Florida room.
Yeah.
That was my favorite condo that we looked at that day.
So, I mean,
cool.
you know, there's a plethora of stuff here and there's a plethora of areas, but, you know, again, this is lifestyle driven. This isn't necessarily Florida on the cheap. Can you afford it? Insurance costs matter here. This is a big one. This is one of the biggest things I get asked about. Flood zones matter. This is the biggest thing I get asked about. 3 things, I've talked about this before, this doesn't change. 3 biggest questions I get: flood zones, sharks, and alligators. Those are the 3 things that I get asked about more than anything else. It's no joke. I've said it in other videos as well. So, and HOA fees matter. Okay, so you have your insurance costs, you have your flood zones that matter in cost, and then you have the HOA fees matter. So, but if you can run the numbers and feel comfortable, then you're on solid ground.
And you also have Matt as a resource to help you run those numbers in real time.
Yeah.
So don't forget about that. If you are having issues trying to figure it out and trying to see where exactly you fall, what range, this is your guy.
We were doing this recently with Nate and Bella, literally putting in the price of the house and what the down payment would be, and then with insurance costs and with taxes, like telling them to almost to the dollar what that would be. We're also doing this with the couple that we were out this weekend, Matt and Ann, talking about, you know, the prices and the price points and adding HOA and what this would exactly look like at the end of, you know, the end of each month. But then again, we have houses that, you know, you're paying for utilities and things like that, and you have HOAs that you're going to have an HOA, but you're going to get free internet, you're going to get free cable, and you're going to get free sewer, and you're going to get free water, you know, and you're going to get free exterior property insurance. So
it's important to know those numbers and know where you land.
So question number 1, again, can you afford the coastal version of retirement? And that's the big one, easily number 1. So let's get into number 2. All right, so question number 2 is, are you ready to live outside? We're outside. It is February, and I had a conversation with some people yesterday from New York, and we were on FaceTime, and they showed me outside, and they both had to stay home from work because their offices were closed because they had 4 feet of snow outside. So are you ready to live outside? That's question number 2, because this region is outdoor driven and lifestyle driven. Beach walks in Daytona Beach shores, boating in Edgewater, fishing in Ponce Inlet, golf in Ormond, pickleball in Port Orange, and surfing and tennis in New Smyrna Beach. Now, let me just say, each of those activities are not linked to necessarily that city. You can do any of those activities in any of the cities. I just wanted to try to pick kind of the top ones per city, but all of them have a common theme, which is you're spending time outside. If your retirement version is sunrise walks or sunset views, midday golf, outdoor restaurants year round, then you'll love it here.
Yeah,
you're going to absolutely love it here. If you're moving here to sit inside, watch TV all day, and escape something, I don't know if...
You could be anywhere.
Then you could be anywhere. I don't think that's probably the spot for you. So if you're looking to sit around and watch TV all day inside and not enjoy it outside and the lifestyle, then this probably isn't the place for you to spend that money. Just picture a really boring place in the United States. There's lots of them, and just move there instead of moving here if you want to spend all your time inside.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is an outdoor driven place to be. Everything that we like to do surrounds outdoor activities. So if you want to be outdoors, you want to be at the beach, riding your bike, etc., etc.
Living your life.
Living your life.
We just met the couple that came in from Connecticut, and you know, the guy was telling us that he feels like he's wasted half of his life. That he feels like 4 to 6 months of the year he's stuck inside because it's so cold, and he's tired of doing that, and he wants to be outside. Think about those people that are in New York and New Jersey and all these places that are snowed in, and we're sitting out here. Yeah, you got a sweater on, but I mean, it's hot. It feels nice. I had my windows rolled down when I was going to a showing this afternoon. So,
and it's nothing against other climates. Like, if you enjoy the snow, please be in the snow. But if you are looking to escape that and you want to be somewhere where it's warm and you can enjoy outdoor activities year round, this is the place for you.
Absolutely. 300 plus days of sunshine. Gotta love that. All right, so let's get into question number 3. Is climate affecting your health? Okay, this can be a big one. Okay. So again, 300 plus days of usable outdoor weather. We're out here now. I mean, again, everywhere else in the country is under snow, and we're doing here. Yes, summers are hot. Yes, summers are humid. But mornings and evenings are active, okay? Compare that to 6 months indoor up north, like I was talking about, you know? Compare that to gray skies. Compare that to seasonal depression. That's a real thing. Do you know, in Alaska, now this might not be true anymore, but this was when I took a cruise to Alaska before you and I were married, that in Alaska...
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. When I took a cruise to Alaska, they said that in Alaska, during the winter, where it's dark the majority of the day, that it's required by law that they take 2-hour lunch breaks, because their lunch break, it's light outside, and that's that short period of time that it's light outside, because otherwise seasonal depression kicks in. So
Sounds
now, if
wonderful.
that's not the right rule anymore, comment below and let us know. But the last time I heard, it was state required that they take 2-hour lunches during the winter months in Alaska because of seasonal depression. And those things can happen. That's not going to happen here. Many retirees tell me and tell us the sunshine has changed everything. And I get it. We do these videos outside. I watch other people that are, YouTube real estate agents around the country, and every one of them, they have the exact same thing. They're sitting in their office. They got like their YouTube awards behind them, and like a guitar or something like that spins around, and some books, that to show that they're smart, and sit in an office. And we're the only ones that I know that do our stuff outside. This is the office that we sit in.
Yeah, I like to be outside. I mean, that's why we live here. That's part of our lifestyle, and so that is also part of us filming. And we could start filming maybe in other locations.
I film in my office when it's raining outside.
Yeah, that's the only
people
time.
have reached out to me and said, "Hey, you really like Dave Matthews?" And I say, "Yes, I do," because there's all those Dave Matthews post office. But I'm really not in there all that much.
often.
The sunshine is everything. That's not a hype. This lived experience. All right, so let's get into question number 4. Could relocating improve your financial flexibility? Okay, this is a big one. So again, this isn't cheap Florida, this is lifestyle Florida. Some clients tell me that they can't currently retire where they live. A lot of these come from New York, New Jersey, California. Those are the really big areas that I hear this from. But when you run the numbers in Coastal Volusia, we have lower property taxes than a lot of Northeast cities, especially California. I know that's not Northeast city, but a lot higher than California. We have no state income tax, again, a huge one. Often overall lower cost of living. Again, you're not like, let's just use Daytona Beach Shores, for example.
Okay.
Free lifestyle. I mean, free
true.
pickleball access, free tennis court access, free, social stuff at the social club there, free golf at Daytona Beach Shores. I mean, tons of stuff here. So
All things that you might be actually paying for those memberships in other parts of the country.
And if you're living on a fixed budget and you're having to consider, my golf membership is this and my tennis membership is this, and I'm going to have to pay for, these certain leagues that I'm in, there's a lot of areas that you don't have to worry about that in. So again, lower property taxes, no state income tax, often lower cost of living, and also the really, 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 really big one that maybe just happened, they passed it 80-30 on positive votes, is possibly no property taxes coming very, very soon, which will be a huge...
For homestead. Sorry, I slipped my mind for a second.
Oh, of course, you have to be homestead. They got to be full-time residents for sure.
Yeah,
but
you can't have 20 income properties and expect to not get income tax.
Look, I think our audience knows that because our audience is very smart, probably very funny and attractive, and you guys are all those things, except for Jim. Jim, you're not. Jim is a friend of mine that watches all these videos, and every daggum video I put out, he's got something to say, some kind of picture and comment or something like that. So you're all smart and pretty and funny and all the other positive things. But Jim, you are not, my friend. You are not.
We need Jim to do an interview with us. You can't.
To do it, that's true. We should wait for that. Okay, so now let's be clear though. We're talking about some of the savings, but beachside luxury will not save you money. Okay, you're gonna have some.
But it's in the word luxury.
It is in the word. So, but relocating within this region strategically can be. So, an example: selling in California, New York, or New Jersey, buying in Port Orange or Edgewater. Keeping equity and reducing expenses. This math works for a lot of people. Doesn't work for everybody, but it works for a lot of people. But for many, it moves the retirement timeline forward. All right, brings us to question number 5. Do you want accessibility? Now, this is big. This is something people don't talk about a lot. This region wins. Like, we win. We are an hour to Orlando International Airport. We have Daytona International Airport, which is bringing in new flights all the time, which is, it's 15 minutes to any one of the locations that we work. So you have I-95 access that starts from the most northern part of the country and goes to the most southern parts of the country, which gives you easy access to, weekend trips down to Miami or up to Jacksonville or even up to Atlanta. Plus, grandkids love Disney proximity and grandkids love the beach. I see it all the time.
Grandma and Grandpa live at Disney World.
We were with a couple yesterday, a wonderful couple out of Orlando, and Rosemary and John, and they were talking about they have 4 or 5 kids and 9 grandkids, and they were looking at a really large house, and they're like, I know they'll be here all the time. She's like, and I know it too, because we see it, we hear it. I've seen these people. I mean, we sold a house to Fred and Suzanne not that long ago, and then 6 months later, they're calling me like, hey, my kids are going to move down here. Can you show them places? So if you want your grandkids to come down here, grandkids love Disney proximity, families love beach visits, and you will see them maybe more than you want. So unlike remote retirement towns, people actually do visit here. So if you don't want visitors, then maybe you shouldn't move here. But if you do want visitors and you want to see your family and you want them to come and spend time with you, and you want to be the favorite grandma and favorite grandfather, then
this is a really good
this
option.
is a really good place for you to be the.
You have so much at your fingertips to entertain with. And
Yep.
a lot of it is for free. The
Yep.
beach is for free.
And they can come they can come here and they can do a day trip to Orlando, Disney or any of the other theme parks, come back here. And so, you limit that access. So, all right. And so then last question number 6, do you know how you'll structure your days? Because this is important. Retirement without structure can feel isolating, but this region offers a lot of options. We have 55 older communities. We have golf cartable neighborhoods. We have yacht clubs. We have tennis centers with tennis memberships and tennis leagues. We have same thing with pickleball leagues and pickleball memberships. We have faith-based community, a lot of volunteering networks. So, whether you're drawn to the quiet of Ponce Inlet or the social energy of New Smyrna Beach, the convenience of Port Orange and the family-friendly atmosphere there, or the condo lifestyle in Daytona Beach shores, you need a plan. You need to have an idea like what that's going to look like, what your days are going to look like, because it can get isolated. I can tell you, for us, like our social is tennis. Almost everything that we do is tennis based, and tennis parties. And then we do bowling on the first Tuesday of every month, and then we get together for cruises. Or I have my group on Thursdays that I go have lunch with, and those guys are, 60 to 75 years old. Like it's a group of people we can get together and they're always doing something. Those guys are going fishing and golfing together. So, make sure that you have that social built in, that you're ready and you have something that you're going to do. Because again, retirement can be isolating.
So you're just saying, hey, find your group, join something, do some stuff outside of just where you live, and really be part of.
And be open to starting something new.
Yeah, be part of a new community. And really, there's so many clubs and groups and things here. And believe it or not, people are very friendly.
They are people. We were just talking about that the other day. Who were we talking about that with? Oh, with Rosemary and John. They're like, every time we're here and we're at the art festival or something else, like people are just so nice. They're always nice. They're always saying hey and how you doing and good morning. I mean, it's crazy.
I agree, and I feel like that it's such a great community down here, but it's also because of where we live.
It's an easy happy. It's an easy place to be happy.
It's sunshine and it's hard to be mad in Florida.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, maybe not in some layers of Florida. But it's hard to be mad here.
It's hard to be mad in coastal Florida. So listen, let's talk about the final verdict, okay? If you answered yes to most of these questions, let's call it, 4 or 5 out of the 6, you may be ready for Coastal Volusia County, whether that's, again, Ormond Beach or New Smyrna Beach or Daytona Beach shores. If you hesitated on several of them, that's not failure, that's just clarity, okay? That's just, being clear about what you're ready for. So, and clarity is what makes retirement work. So listen, if you're considering retiring to New Smyrna Beach or Ormond Beach or Daytona Beach shores or Daytona Beach or Port Orange or Edgewater or Ponce Inlet, please reach out to me. Let's run the numbers. Let's talk about flood zone. Let's talk about insurance. Let's talk about healthcare access and the lifestyle fit. Reach out, because listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, Zoom invites every day from people like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to be a resource and help you. Please make sure they hit the like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. Until next week, thank you so much for joining us. Hope it's not too cold where you're at.